Hi, welcome to my channel, Crafting a Country Life. I'm Andrea Marshall. I'm jumping on today to share a project for Saturday Morning Makes, hosted by Jill Norwood. I've got a gift box here that I've been working on. And this gift box is actually a little wooden crate that I picked up at Dollar Tree. They come, unfinished. And I sanded it down a little bit, and then I added some mint colored craft paint inside and out and decorated it with a little bit of Hobby Lobby, like a pom-pom fringe on the inside. And then I cut and adhered some paper from the Pink Fresh Studios Happy Blooms collection, which I had ordered recently, and it finally came in the mail. I was so happy to get it. And I love this collection. It has some beautiful English cottage florals in it and the soft pastel colors that I like so much. So I used this little floral paper here, and I cut that into the strips that you see on the side of the box and just glued them on with tacky glue. Then I finished the box. I don't know if you can really tell, but of course it does have some glitter on it. And for that I used Sargent's glitter glue, and I've had that actually for quite some time. I bought it several years ago, and it's still going strong. It's a washable glitter glue, and it was very inexpensive. I picked it up at Ocean State Job Lot for a couple of dollars, and we have the Ocean State Job Lots here in the Northeast. So that I thought was a really good buy. It's quite a large container of really nice kind of holographic glitter glue. So I covered the entire box with that, and it gives it just a touch of sparkle here and there. A little hard to see on the camera, but anyway, so after I finished the box up, I filled it with some goodies that I made. And one of the things that I was inspired to make, I had seen quite a number of different projects online recently using the acetate papers. Well, they're plastic, and I wanted to try to use that in some of my paper crafting. So I created this little kind of like a book. It's got a spine on the back, and I added a tiny little safety pin charm that I put together. It's got some glass beads and a little heart charm on the end, and I just pinned that onto the twine that's holding the spine together. And then I added a little bit of seam binding to hold it closed. And when you open this up, it has a shaker window on the front and on the back, and inside it's filled with these little envelopes. And I haven't filled these yet. I'm thinking I may put some die cuts in here for the recipient of this gift box. But each one is just a little bit different, using a different color of paper and a different type of bow die. They're all closed with Velcro. Here's the last one here. So that was one thing that I made to put into the little wooden crate. And then I before I set this aside, I just wanted to share the paper pad that I used for this acetate booklet. It's the Buenos Dias collection, Obed Marshall. And these colors are just beautiful, and they coordinate with a lot of the other pads that I have. There's sort of like a soft pastel theme to this. And some florals and geometrics. And some retro as well. I love these little cars and the soda pop bottles. So it'll be fun to play around with this pad a little bit more when I have some time. All right, so the next thing in the box is a Memorydex card. And this is a bee-themed one that I created this past week. I had done a previous haul where I shared a lot of products that I had been collecting over the past few months. In one of my other YouTube videos it's a bee-themed haul. So I decided to pull this out and create this project using some of my bee-themed papers and my little bee stickers and this little beehive and some rubber stamps and flowers and other things that I've been collecting. I especially love this grosgrain ribbon with the little bees on it, which I did purchase from AliExpress. And then again, I have a die that I ordered also through AliExpress with some little honeycomb, a little honeycomb pattern on it. So I played with some gold foiling cardstock and put that on there on top of this grosgrain ribbon that has some paper ruching, crepe paper ruching under it. And then I just added some bling and a little stitching around the edge of the card as well. You can see up here, it goes right around. A ribbon bow, and yeah, and this is the back side. Just another color on the back. I double layered the Memorydex card to give it a little bit of extra stiffness. And that one I created using this paper here that I had ordered from Simon Says Stamp. It's a Honeybee Stamps brand, and it's called the Bee's Knees. So this is a fun one to use as well. There's that. And then the last item that I created, well, actually there are a couple of them here. I have 2 tags that I cut out and sewed on my sewing machine, added some bling and some eyelet trims, and tied the top with some frayed fabric ribbon and some sequin floss that I had in my stash. And these are collaged on with some different collage papers from this paper pad by My Mind's Eye. It's called Gingham Gardens. And I picked this pad up a couple of months ago at Hobby Lobby. It was on clearance, and I got it for a really good price, which I felt really proud of. So anyway, it has some beautiful English floral type prints in it as well. So I used that to make these cards, and I used some book pages that I had from an old book that I purchased at a flea market last summer. And I spritzed it with a little bit of gold shimmer spray paint and cut it up into pieces and adhered it onto the cards when I was putting them together. So these can be embellished by the recipient. I left them kind of plain, and the back is fairly simple as well. And then I did decorate one of them to give to the recipient. And this one has a paper clip with a little charm attached that I put together. It has a little bling heart on the bottom with a sentiment, picked for you. Some lace trim on the card as well. And again, also tied this time with some mint-colored cotton fabric that I tore into strips and tied with some twine. And this technique I actually got from Jill Norwood, watching one of her videos of her beautiful cards and tags. And I thought, oh, I'd like to try that idea where you kind of add a double bow on there. I also included a few die cuts. Some of these are Tim Holtz, others are die cuts that I had in my stash, and some of them I actually cut myself, some of these circle embellishments here, and just a few different things that the recipient can play around with when she gets a chance. And here's the card itself, and then I just attached the die cuts on the side with the embellished paper clip. So these items will all be going into the gift box, and I'll probably be tying this up with some kind of a pretty packaging and sending it off to my friend. So I hope you enjoyed watching this video. I certainly had a lot of fun creating these things this week, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye for now.